We'll start with Joe Morin. Morin 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Trying to get something going here in the ninth. First pitch is in for strike one. That one hit out to short, played off the chest, and that'll be a single for Morin.
That ball took a wicked hop. Polanco had squared it up, but there was nothing he could do except take it, as you said, right off the letters, it looked like. I don't think they've called it anything yet. Did they call it an error?
I missed it if they did.
They had 5 hits entering the inning by my count. They've got 3 errors on the board. I think
there was only 2 before.
Right. Tough error. That ball was a terrible hop. I realize it's routine off the bat, but when it took that big hop, I don't know if there's anything he could have done with that. You and I both, I had written down single on the scorecard. I believe it's the 3rd error of the night, and that's his 2nd error because he was charged with a throwing error earlier in the ball game.
One swung out over to third. They're going to play it.
It's a fair ball.
And he's safe. Yeah, bounced right on the line, it looked like.
I think right before the last hop, the ball might have been in foul territory and then took a right turn. And of course, it's the home plate umpire's call because it's in front of the bag, and right away, Henderson signaled safe. Let's see if we can see this. It's not the first hop, but this hop right here. Now that's right on the line, and then it stayed in fair territory, according to Henderson. It looked odd because the third baseman Reyes had moved entirely into foul territory, then reached back. But it goes as an infield hit.
And so we have 2 on here as Bellevue tries to rally down 7.
Well, again, why the add-on runs are so important. Tennessee Wesleyan adding 4 runs over the last 2 innings, or you'd have the tying run at the plate right now.
Cuso, big swing and a miss.
Of course, maybe you'd have a different guy on the mound and all those things if it was just a 3-run ball game, but still. But again, the approach by the Bulldogs has been very good tonight. They've just continued to be aggressive and been in control throughout the ball game, 1 through 9 in their lineup. And with that, they have this huge lead.
Here's the 0-2 from Guido. Outside.
Of course, we've already seen Auburn Montgomery come back from 6 runs down to win a game earlier in the tournament. We saw 9 runs in a half inning and 8 runs in a half inning. Oh, by the way, that was the same inning today in a game right before us.
Right, an inning that probably went for about an hour there in the 6th.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I don't know if I've seen 17 runs in 1 inning. I've seen 11 by 1 team. That's one I can remember anyway. And I only remember that because it was a game where I was a kid and I was keeping score, and the guy that I was with were 2 buddies, and one of the dads had driven, and the other guy just kept saying, "I got to go." And I said, "Oh, my scorecard's got 12 innings or 14 innings or whatever I had." And I wouldn't leave until my scorecard was out of innings. And I finally said, "Okay, I'm out. We'll leave." And it was an Oakland A's game, and the Texas Rangers scored 11 runs in the next inning.
This one well struck out to left center. It doesn't have enough. Not quite played out there by Stevens. Now everyone coming back.
Well, he thought he got all of it.
I don't know if there's a deeper part of the ballpark. That was up there for a while, but Stevens brings it in for the first out of the top of the ninth. Here it is again.
Well, he got a great swing on that. Hands in, good part of the bat on the ball, and Stevens just about maybe a half step shy of the wall.
Great camera work out there in center field. So 1 down here, 2 on for Bellevue. Down by 7, 9-2. This one out to center. Stevens coming in on it. It'll fall in. And they will hold the runners. So base is juiced now.
Yeah, Moran didn't get a good read on that ball. And he's got to know, again, that it's no big deal with that run. He's not an all-important run yet, but he's having this conversation with his head coach because he's got to know that they're in no doubles defense right there, and that ball's going to be a base hit off the bat. And quite frankly, he should have scored. You don't know how big that will be. Right now, you think maybe nothing. It's a 7-run game. They're trying to make it interesting here in the ninth, John.
Yeah, you need a lot of things to go right, and at least he's not out. So one down here, and Colton Nash will step up. Nash with a double in the 8th. Can he come up with another one here in the 9th to bring in some runs? This one will get through. That scores 1, and they'll hold up there. So in comes Moran, and on the RBI single by Colton Nash. Nash is a nice little game here, going 3 for 4 with 1 RBI. So make it a 9-3 game, and
Tying run getting closer to the end of the dugout now.
they're going to make it interesting. Just a chance to talk with Guido and refocus. Really, that the lone out was a near home run, and now we have some action in the bullpen.
Don't know that I've got a 22. Oh, that's Hoover, the designated hitter.
Yeah, it looks like Uber.
So he's not in our list of reserves, but because he's already in the lineup.
Oh, and outside as 1-0 goes to count. Again, 1 down here, top of the 9th. Bellevue down to their final 2 outs, but bases loaded. It's in for strike 1, 1-1 the count. To Matt Evans. Ball 2.
Seems like a long time ago that Mr. Thornton was taken out of the ball.
I know.
I think we were spoiled with the way he was moving with his tempo and performance tonight.
Yeah, with 7 good innings, and then certainly Bellevue, as you mentioned earlier too, maybe the most excited to see him out of the game. They've been able to score since he's been out, but do they have enough here in the 9th? 3-1 to Evans. It's in for strike 2. Tried to sell it with the walk, but
He tried to. That was a good pitch.
So now full count.
One thing it's got to do for you is give you some confidence offensively. You mentioned earlier just to not be shut out in a ball game and start to wonder about, hey, can we get back into the offensive groove? They'll be able to take some momentum into the next ball game, even if they wind up on the losing end here tonight.
That one fouled off. And again, the loser of this plays Lindsey Wilson. Lindsey Wilson team that had 15 runs in their game earlier today. Certainly a confident group offensively. You want that same kind of confidence going up against that team tomorrow. This one fouled off. So full count. Here still to Evans. Bruins have a little bit of magic here. Full count. This one hits a second. This could do it if they turn 2. There's 1. There's 2. And that will do it. 9-3 your final score as Tennessee Wesleyan moves to 2-0 in the NAIA World Series here, beating Bellevue. Thanks in large part to that young man, Tyler Thornton. 7 innings pitched tonight, 7 shutout innings, along with 7 strikeouts. Again, 9-3 your final. We'll take a quick timeout, come back to wrap up this game and get you ready for the final game of the evening here on SWX.